Sports. Welcome to Houston, Texas, and the house Bill Yeoman and Andre Ware built, home to the Houston Cougars, where the fans are ready for liftoff. Today, a battle in the Lone Star State, and when you play another team from Texas, it just feels a little bit bigger. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the Baylor Bears, taking on another unit from the Big 12, the Houston Cougars. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Houston ready to boot it deep and get this game going. And he takes this from inside the 5. Makes a move. Got a little room. And there he goes. He will score. Touchdown Bears! He is headed to the sideline with a little bounce in his step after scoring on that kick return.
And he should have some bounce in his step. How about the effort, weaving in and out, covering all that space. Great blocking on the play, and he does the rest. You don't put guys back deep that can't roll. And you could see when he got in the open field, he rolled out.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Cougars offense will get the first swing of the game. As we take a look at our impact players for this one, what are you looking for, Jesse, for a guy to make an impact?
Well, these are simply put the leaders of this football team, and generally games go how these guys play. If they make plays, they've got a shot to win this one.
No doubt, they got to show up. These are the team leaders. These guys have to play well if they're going to win the football. And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
And that play just looked to be a mess from the snap, and he's run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. So already they've hit a speed bump on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 8. Smith wants to throw, trying to get to him. He's going to take off. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. Houston coming to the line with a new set of downs. Movement here from the tight end. Off the play fake on 1st down. Caught in the backfield, it's Carr.
And that's why they got to keep running the football, man, because play action is going to be a big part of this game plan. You've got to get this tight end over the middle of the field vertically and give him an opportunity, because you just saw how dangerous he is after the catch.
That's the end of the quarter, and it's Baylor holding the edge. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. Wide out in motion. Give to the back. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that third down play. They'll try to get it through the air. Got out of trouble and throws. Fires to the big fella. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. It's a first down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo. He wants to throw. Grabbed in the middle. It's Wilson. And how about that catch and run? So dangerous, this guy. Houston going up tempo. Going up top on first down. And this looks disastrous. Oh, down he goes. A huge loss on that play. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Smith dropping to pass. And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack.
Man, there are defensive players out there that can just take games over, and that's what's happening with this guy right now. He is not cooperating with the offensive game plan. A sack on 2 consecutive plays, and now on third down, you know he's pinning his ears back again.
9th play of the drive coming up, but they'll have to convert 3rd and long to keep it going. From the shotgun, they'll run it. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. Houston will be forced to punt.
In punt formation to kick it away.
He'll bring it back. It's Cameron. Slips through the line. Can they catch him? He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Baylor! A dynamic, explosive return. The sliver of daylight exploding through it, just vaporizing and reappearing on the other side and housing it.
And punt returners are so quick. You can play touch football in an elevator with them and lose. You can't even get your hand on them. So quick, so elusive. Does such a great job making people miss, but still going full speed up the field to get all the way to the end zone and score the TD.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Man, you just can't put a price on having a guy like that back there to return punts, and he turned that one into a touchdown. So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. He'll bring it out. It's Massey. Coverage team there to make the stop. They avoid disaster, and that's the end of the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, we wondered all week how this one was going to play out, and through 2 quarters of ball, the answer is like a good old-fashioned barn burner. And it's been said football is a game of inches, and guess what? Based on the comparison between third down conversion rate today and the average yard per play, how can you argue that? I mean, the low-lying fruit is to look at some of the explosive plays we've seen and panic. But really, this game is going to come down to which team is more efficient when they have the ball and how they play when it matters most. And with that, let's send it back to the guys in the cage in Southeast Texas.
The Bears will boot it away to start the second half. On the move from inside is 5. And the returner will be knocked down. The Houston offense ready to go back to work. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think even if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
Quarterback on the keeper. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
I'll tell you, this is a hard defense to run against if you're going to go sideline to sideline because of that guy's speed at linebacker. He can get all the way to the perimeter, chase the quarterback down on the option, and make the tackle behind the line of scrimmage.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. And whatever they did on first and second down, don't do that anymore. Third and very long coming up. Smith wants to throw. They're trying to get to him. And he feels the heat coming and it burns him up. Another sack. Houston sends the punt team onto the field. He might be afraid to kick it to him here after the first punt was taken back to the house. He gets a block. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. Line gets set, first down. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. To the air on first down. They get to him as he throws. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. He's looking to throw. He lets one fly deep. Grabs it inside the 15. Touchdown, Bears! And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call. The defense just lost track of him. There's no other explanation. I've got to assume they knew he was in an eligible position.
Or it was just ridiculously good scheming on the offense, Reese. I mean, just an unbelievable job of getting your guy wide open.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a two-play drive. Coming out with it, it's Massey. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. The give to the tailback. And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the third. That's the end of the quarter, and it's Baylor holding the edge. And they are starting to pull away as we come to the end of the third quarter. Let's take a look at how we got here. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Smith dropping to pass. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. Coming after it. And down he goes back at the 3. Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And the ball is picked off. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's fourth down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
And he can't find his man in the end zone as he was trying to pay off this red zone chance. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
And if you're the offense here, after not getting in that last play, do you feel like you've got something in your back pocket where you can throw it in the end zone and guarantee a score? You would hate to waste this opportunity and come away with no points, but the defense right now, they are playing stiff with their backs up against the wall.
Touchdown, Baylor! And the punishment has been extended.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 28-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. Straight ahead from inside his 25. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape.
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. So they'll try to salvage this drive on 2nd and long from the 12. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in, you could tell.
Looking deep down the right side. Fires it into a crowd, and it's picked off. Looking for more room. He's at the 30. The 10. And he glides into the end zone easily, but this one might be coming back.
Pass interference. Defense.
Wow, you just don't see that a lot. Pass interference negating a pick 6. What a costly penalty. He's looking to throw it. Feeling some heat. Gets away. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Fires it into traffic, and it's picked off. Got some room to run. Touchdown, Bears! How about that D coming up with a play like that?
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy. Great execution. Just beat down in every facet.
I think as a player, you just love being in